I'm Harley. So tonight on Harley's Sleepytime Cinema Selection, we're going to watch a great movie. We're going way, way back. 1979. IMDb credits this movie with having 123 separate characters credited. I can't make this shit up. The movie tonight is The Warriors. In The Warriors, it is set in the not too distant future, although at this point it's the way, way past because it's like the mid-80s. There are many, many gangs that inhabit separate areas of New York City. One of the bigger gangs, one of the leaders of one of the bigger gangs, comes up with the idea that if they can come together, if they can squash all their beefs, if they can just form one super mega gang like Voltron, they will outnumber the police 10-1. And they can do whatever they want. They will rule the city. He convinces everyone to come together in sort of a neutral summit to discuss this, to run it by everybody, and to figure out a way that they can get past all of their individual problems and really get everything they want, all the power, all the money, everything, if they can just come together and do this. Well, nothing good ever comes out of these things because they can't decide who would be the leader. And in that, there's squabbles and they're quibbling back and forth. And one of the leaders of the rival gangs shoots Cyrus, who's like the guy who made all this happen. They, as kind of chaos breaks out because the police have now gotten wind of this too, and they're trying to make sure that this thing doesn't happen. One of the Warriors, which is one of the gangs there, one of the members of the Warriors sees who shot Cyrus. The guy who shot Cyrus sees the Warrior see him shoot Cyrus. Does that make sense? You following now? And he decides to protect himself by saying, "The Warriors did it! The Warriors did it! Go get them!" The rest of the movie is literally watching the Warriors try to get back to their home turf. Just trying to get through the city and back to where relative safety may be. It covers, I think, 3 of the major gangs. The Baseball Furies are just ridiculously terrifying. I mean, they shouldn't be, but they are. There's so many great lines in this movie. One of the main characters is Ajax. Ajax is played by the same guy who plays Dexter's dad in Dexter. I mean, he's Ajax all grown up as Dexter's dad. So there's just a great, great story. So many lines that you would recognize. Even if you've never seen this movie before, you've probably heard a lot of lines from this movie because it's so ingrained in pop culture and it's just all over the place. Now, I got this movie in like 2004, 2005. The reason I know that is because I worked at a game store at the time and the Warriors video game came out. Check this business out. This is the advertisement for the game coming out in 2005 that I still own because I'm that big of a dork. PlayStation 2, The Warriors. Now, the great thing about this, I'm going to show you something even better. I have the manual for the game because games came with booklets, manuals that had all of this like awesome imagery inside. It would tell you like, there's a table of freaking contents right here, people. It's the getting started guide, the starting it up, how to control it, the story, the gang guides, the gameplay, game modes, gameplay tips, and of course credits. Before there was a screen that told you how to play, there was a booklet inside the game that told you how to play. But it really does have some like amazing artwork in here too. I mean, there's this whole section of like the story, so you know what's going on. So because this came out like, 15, 20 years after the movie came out, a lot of people had no idea what this was or why it was even important. But it does go through and tell you like what each of the gangs were, who they are affiliated with, like what area of town they inhabit, what like they're into, like all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, this is really awesome stuff. This is kind of like vintage game stuff right here. And then there's also, of course, advertisements for other games that are coming out. Guess what else was coming out? San Andreas. Brand new to the gaming world at that point. So I hope you take a minute. I hope you go watch this movie. Let me know what you think. We can definitely talk about it. It's probably in, like, I don't know, my top 50 movies of all time. It's really, really good. I don't know. I'm not great at ranking things, if I'm being honest, because it always fluctuates. And so, but this is definitely in like the upper numbers. I would say it's an amazing, amazing movie. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe. Find me on, let's see, Instagram, Twitter, Xbox Live. Watch for me on Twitch. I'm trying to do more of that. So it's a surprise. You can subscribe for alerts or whatever that'll tell you when I'm on, because I never know when I'm going to be on. I never know when it's going to work. Sometimes I try to make it work, like do it, and it just doesn't work. So if you have the alert set up, you'll know when it's happening, probably before I know it's happening. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you later.